What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I want to talk about the Walking Dead TV show and talk about if they could possibly focus on Akira on its final and last season. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because of the split in the comic book and the TV show, the big split. But before I talk about that, I will give a little spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with The Walking Dead. I will be talking about The Walking Dead up to date. So, that being said, as we all know, the big split in the TV show and comic book series is that Carl is dead in the TV show, unless it's an ultimate prank. But I'm done saying that. I'm sure he is dead with all the drama coming out from behind the scenes. But anyways, so now that Carl's dead, there's a split in the comic book series, or a split in the TV show series in the comic book. So it's possible that TV show could take any path, any direction they want to go. Now, I don't think it's exactly going to happen. I still think they're still going to follow the basis of Robert Kirkman's comic book. But it's very possible because they have said the TV show and the comic book would end differently. So I think on its final last season, it's very possible for them to focus on the cure, and maybe the Commonwealth has a big part in that. But I'll talk about that more in a second. Now, the whole reason I want to talk about this, and the only reason I even want to talk about this is because, as we all know, the comic book series can go on forever. Like, God knows how long a comic book series can last for, like 200 years, because a comic book is just characters and pictures and drawings, right? Like, as long as Robert Kirkman wants to keep writing, or not even Robert Kirkman, anybody who wants to take over the Walking Dead TV or comic book series, they can just keep writing comic books over and over and over again. Because how long has it been going on? I think the first issue came out in 2003. Now it's 2018, like 15 years later, and it's still going on. And I'm sure Robert Kirkman has said he has ideas up to issue 300 and even beyond that. So what I'm trying to say here is the comic book could last forever. So it's possible for them to be no focus on the cure in the comic book series, but on the TV show series, on the other hand, a TV show is bound to end because a drama, like, I don't think TV shows can last like 20, 30 years. I know they joke around with The Walking Dead saying, "Oh, we're gonna last like 50 years," but in reality, it's not gonna happen. Because there's actors, they're real people, you know. They have lives. They want to move on. They get old. You know, they want to move on to other stuff. Like, do you really think Andrew Lincoln is going to do The Walking Dead in 30 years? I don't think so. They have to, like, reboot it or something, recast. I don't think it's going to last as long as they, obviously, I know they don't really truly mean 30 years, but they just joke around. But what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's going to last nearly as long as the comic book series will. So with that being said, it needs to come to an end. And I think a good end for the TV show series would come around to what they were doing in season 1 with the CDC. And that is trying to figure out a cure. And maybe they don't completely figure out a cure, I don't know. But maybe the Commonwealth has a big part in this. But as we all know, the TV show has a split. You know, there's a split between the comic book and the TV show now Carl is dead. The TV show could possibly go any direction that they want. And I think this will be a very interesting way to go. Now, I'm not sure exactly if the Commonwealth is the end point for the comic book series. I don't think it is by any means, because Robert Kirkman has ideas to issue 300, he said. But I think it'll be a very good end point for the TV show. And I think with the Commonwealth, it'll be a very interesting group. You know, they just got introduced in the comic book series. They have 50,000 people. They're very militarized. That's amazing for a zombie apocalypse. They could very well have like a cure, focus on a cure. Maybe they have like connection to other countries and other other areas around the world, and they could communicate. And I think that'll be a very good, interesting last season or two, and they could focus on a cure. And maybe not cure it, because I don't think it's possible for them to completely cure it. But I think it's too hard to say, man. I can't really say like they cure and everything's happily ever after they walk in the sunset. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I think it'll be very interesting if they come around and focus on a cure again. Like the Commonwealth tells Rick and the group about a cure. Maybe they go on missions outside of the U.S. I don't know. I think it'll be very interesting because I don't think the TV show can last nearly as long as the comic book series. I think like season 11, 12 would be a good wrap up for the TV show. And I think if they circle back around what they were focusing on season 1 with the CDC and the cure, the Commonwealth they have very well potential to have a cure or focus on a cure or, working on a cure, because 50,000 people in a group, that's amazing right there. I didn't think 50,000 people even live in the zombie apocalypse. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, they're very militarized. They could very well focus on the cure and bring that whole survival and that season 1 vibe again. And I think it'll be a very good ending to the Walking Dead TV show, because I don't think it'll last anywhere near as a comic book series. I think it'll be because I don't want, like, as a fan of the TV show, I wouldn't want the TV show to go like 20, 30 years and just like be complete shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to wrap up, like not soon by any means. Like I'm saying, like I wanted to have a good wrap up. Like I don't want him to milk out The Walking Dead. I don't want him to recast Rick. You know, I don't want him to recast Maggie. Like the TV show has like that's what I was saying. With the TV show, there's gonna be problems with actors and stuff. Like I think we just saw a problem with Chandler Riggs. That's why he got killed off the show. So overall, what I'm trying to say is that I think it'll be a very good or very. I'm not gonna say good because it's too early to say it. This is something that came to the top of my mind, and I wanted to make this video. But I think it'll be a very interesting thing to see the Commonwealth in the TV show focusing on a cure and, you know, making that whole circle around, you know, season 1, the CDC and everything. And I think the fans will be very pleased. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you think you know, focusing on a cure is absolutely dumb, be sure to leave in the comments below, because I want to know what the community thinks. So thanks again for watching. If you do enjoy Walking Dead content and other movie reviews, be sure to subscribe. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.